Good afternoon, students. Today I'll start with the accountancy part 1, chapter number 1, that is Introduction to Partnership. Weightage of the board of this chapter is of 4 marks, 3 marks, 1 question, and 1 marks, 1 MCQ. So total 4 marks. Chapter number 1, that is Introduction to Partnership, and chapter number 2, that is Final Accounts of Partnership Firm. Both the chapters are linked to each other. In this both chapter we have to learn final accounts of partnership firm. In the 11th standard also we have learned final accounts, that is of sole proprietorship. Now in 12th standard we will learn final accounts of partnership firm. Now what is partnership? Now look at into the textbook. Partnership means, point number 2, that is meaning and definition of partnership. Section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership as, partnership is the relation between the persons who have agreed to share the profit or loss of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Now in sole proprietorship there is only single owner. He has to suffer the loss and he earns profit also. Now in partnership, 2 or more persons join the business, agree to share profit or loss of the business, is called partnership firm. Such the person who enter into such relationship are individually called partners and collectively called a firm. So when 2 or more persons join the business and agree to share profit or loss of the business is called partnership firm, and persons of that partnership firms are called partners, and the firm and the collectively they are known as the firm. So this is the meaning and definition of partnership. Now the characteristics of partnership. Third point, that is characteristics. There are 7 characteristics of partnership. In that first one, that is creation by contract. Partnership is very necessary to be created by the contract only. Now reason behind this is, the creation by contract does not create any dispute in between the partners. If they have created partnership without contract, it creates dispute in between them and it becomes difficult to solve their disputes. So, creation by contract. First one. Now let us read this point. Partnership emerged through agreement. Partnership agreement can be in written or oral form. Partnership can be created either by written or by oral, but nowadays written contract is desirable and advisable. Second one, profit objective. Main motto of partnership firm is to earn profit only. Now in our accountancy, we have to distribute profit in between the partners. Now partners decide that profit or loss ratio before starting their business. So we have to distribute the profit in between them in their given ratio. Now if ratio is not given, then we distribute their profit or loss equally amongst them. Now this point is very necessary to remember, that in which ratio we have to distribute their profit. If ratio is given, then in given ratio, and if ratio is not given, then equally. Now the third point, that is legal business. Partners have to run legal business only. They cannot run any illegal activity. Next, fourth one, agent of each other. Now what is agent of each other? Agent of each other means they work for each other. मीन्स वो एक दूसरे का काम कर लेते हैं. दैट इज एजेंट फॉर ईच अदर. Now let us read this point. The business of partnership firm is run by all the partners or any one of them for all or more than one partner. Thus partner is agent for each other. Means partnership firm's activity can be run by one person only. Now if that person remain absent, the other person work for him also. Next, number of persons. Now question may be arise that how many persons can join the partnership firm. Now maximum 100 can join the partnership firm. Now let us read this. The section 464 of the Companies Act 2013 empowers the government to prescribe maximum number of partners in a firm subject to maximum of 100. Means 100 partners can join the partnership firm. Next, sixth one, that is unlimited liabilities. Now unlimited liabilities means partners have unlimited liabilities. Means they have to pay liabilities of the business by selling their personal assets also. Now for example, if business has taken loan of rupees 5 lakhs, now a partner has pay rupees 3 lakhs to the business. Now still 2 lakhs more to be paid. So how come he manages 2 lakhs rupees? So a partner will sell his personal assets, for example house, car, jewelry. So by selling his personal assets, he pay the remaining amount of loan. That is called unlimited liabilities. So partners are not bound to pay limited liabilities. They are liable to pay unlimited liabilities of the business. Now why? Because they are the owner of the business. So they have unlimited liabilities. Seventh point, ownership and management of firm. Now when two or more persons join the business, then the question may arise in their mind that who will run the business, who become the owner, who manages the business. Now let us read. Partners are owners of business and they do the management of business. The management of business is done either by all the partners or by one partner or by more than one partner. Means when two or more persons are there, all can manage the business, all can run the business, or by the consent of all, any one partner manages the business and do the business activities. So there are 7 points of partnership. Now all of you, if those who have textbook at their home, they read these 7 points and remember all the 7 points, and your home assignment is write down the definition of management and all the 7 characteristics of partnership, all the 7 characteristics of partnership in your notebook. So your home assignment is definition of partnership and characteristics of partnership. Write down in your notebook and send it to me in our other home assignment group. So now we will learn another point tomorrow.